Hey guys, Andy here, and today I'm here to bring you all things mundane and makeup related. If that's your vibe, I'd love it if you would subscribe to be part of my little slice of the internet. Today we are going to go ahead and get on into my April update for my year-long project pan. So let's just go ahead and get on into it. So if you don't know anything about this project, it was originally done last year by Laura Forrest. I always have her listed in the description box as long as everything else as well. But the prompt list was created by Alexy and Rebecca. It's a Google Doc list. And I'm doing this. I started December 1st of last year because I got excited and started early. But I'm going as of right now until December 31st of this year. We're just going to kind of reevaluate then. But you start with as many prompts as you like. It's rolling style, collection specific goals. And yeah, there's 150 prompts. So let's get into, I'm going to grab all the things that I've worked on or completed in the last month. All right, so we're going to start with the one thing that I decluttered. And that was a product that you haven't used much. And I brought in my Lottie London felt tip liner in the shade black. And I had a 10 use goal on that, and I used it twice in April for a 4 out of my 10 use goal. It dried out. As I said that it probably would, I got 4 uses out of it. Dry as the Sahara Desert, and it was brand new when I opened it. So, lesson we've learned here, Lottie London felt tip liners are trash. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. So I'm going to count that as a goal met, because it's not my fault that it's dried out. So we will have 4 new prompts to roll in. Let me just make a note of that, mental note. So the 2 things that we have progress on are a product that you're close to using up but forgot about, and that's also from Lottie London. And this is their Vampire Diaries Love Sucks Blush in Witchcraft. I will try to remember to take a screen grab of what my pan looked like before, but I've used this twice in April for 4 out of my 10 uses because I know I've expanded the pan. And I'm so excited. This is a pH color changing blush. I do have it on today, and I just really like this. I do honestly think I could use this up this year because there's just not a lot of product in here. How much do you say is in here? 1.8 grams, so like nothing. But I've used it 4 out of my 10 uses, and I'm gonna keep going. I gotta, but I do really like it. And then the other item that I've had use on is a product that doesn't get enough love, and that's this Beauty Crop Cocoa Rose Blush Palette, which looks like this. And I used it once in April for a total of 2 out of 10 uses. Because I'm trying to use this as all of the products are putting either a 5 or 10 use goal on. And I think when I use this the one time in April, I just used these like peachier shades, but I really do like this palette. It is very nice, very pigmented. So we have 3 products that we're actually rolling out that aren't declutters. And for a product that you haven't used in a while, that was this Uoma foundation. This is the Flawless IRL Skin Perfecting Foundation, and I have mine in the shade Fair Lady T1. Love this. It's such a good foundation. And I had a 10 use goal. I used it twice in April to hit that on April 11th. Good foundation. Can go back in my collection now. And then I had, for a product you repressed or depotted, this was my Jeffree Star Peach Goddess highlighter. It came to me shattered, so I repressed this. I had a 5 use goal on this guy, and I used it my last time in April on the 8th to hit my 5 use goal. It's a nice highlight. I don't know if it's because I repressed it, because I feel like my other Skin Frosts aren't this, like, thick. But, like, this shade in particular is gorgeous. But it's just, can you see that? And I barely put any of it on my finger. Like, it blends out. And then it's pretty, but it's thick. And I don't know if that's because I repressed it or what, but she chunky. And then my last rollout for this month is a product on its last leg, i.e. a gimme. And that was this Bobbi Brown Face Base Primer. It was like to here, I think, when we rolled it in. I had already opened it, and it's a mini. I finished this today, which is April 24th. So happy this is gone, because I just don't feel like this does much for me. Like, it just feels like skincare, which I feel like some people would want in a primer. But I need other things in a primer. Like, I don't just need a blank canvas. I feel like if I got a mini like this in a grab bag of other things, like, I wouldn't be opposed to using it again, but I would never go out and purchase this for the price that it is, because it's just not something that does enough for what I need out of primers. So, we're going to go ahead and roll in 4 new prompts, and I have the list here. So, prompt number 1 is a product you think is too pretty to use up. Number 2, a product that deserves more hype. Okay. Number 3, a unique product. Okay. And last but not least, number 4. Goodness gracious. An eyeshadow from a palette you don't reach for often. Okay, I am going to go pick out my products, and I will be right back for you guys. Alright, that was hard. Harder than I thought it was going to be. But we're going to start with a product too pretty to use up. This is the Pat McGrath and Bridgerton Highlight in Incandescent Gold 002. Which just, look at that embossing. This is gifted to me by GW at Dub's Beauty Diary, and just, it's so pretty. And that's the shade, and it's too pretty to use up. Everything I rolled in today, I'm doing a 5-use goal on, so there is that. A product that deserves more hype. This brand in general does, but this product. This is from Delancey, and this is their cheek blusher in the shade 4. Delancey is such a good brand, and more people should talk about them. But this blush, it's so neon, coral, it's so pigmented, it is so good. 5-use goal on that. It'll be perfect for like the spring, summer. Now in a unique product, I was like, I don't have, honestly, a lot of unique products. But I do have this guy. This is from AF94, and this is the It Takes Two Bronzer Highlighter Duo. So the highlighter is Doll Parts, and the bronzer is Nothing But. I believe this was the lightest shade. So this is what it looks like. So there's the shades. Doll Parts and Nothing But. I have never used this. So 5-use goal, because it is definitely unique. In like, the fact that it's a duo isn't unique, but the shape and the way that it is configured is definitely unique. So, but the shades look like they would work really well for me. And the formula feels creamy dreamy. So, and then last but not least, the one that actually took me the quickest to do was an eyeshadow from a palette that you don't reach for often, which, like, let's be real, I don't reach for a lot of my palettes often. But I picked, this is the Betsy Johnson Love Betsy palette, and this is actually a really nice palette. And I was going back and forth between one of these 4 shades because they're my favorite. And I really do want to do a No Pan Left Behind with this palette. Not No Pan Left Behind. A palette bingo. Because I just want to see if it's something that needs to stay in my collection. But the palette, the pan, the shade that I'm going to do for 5 uses, mind you, is going to be this shade here, which I feel like is crazy for me. So it's like a black with silver shimmers in it. It almost looks like a dark, it's like a blackened blue with silver shimmer in it. It's very pretty. And I feel like it'll complement my palettes that I have in projects. I feel like it'll also go really well with, I have this Sydney Grace liquid shadow in Black Hole. And I just want to see them together. Oh my god, yeah. So that's Black Hole. That would be perfect to top over it. Boom. That's where my mind went as soon as I thought about this palette and then saw that shade. I was like, I could pair those two together. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. So, yeah. I feel like I might be a little ambitious to do a 5-use goal on this shade in particular, but hopefully by the end of those 5 uses, I will know whether or not I want to keep this palette in my arsenal. So that is going to be everything for this month's update. I hope you guys enjoyed. Any thoughts, comments, questions, everything, leave it down below. I love talking with you guys there, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.